whole foreigners are the root of all our problems in South Africa argument is so tired and lazy, and it is heavily rooted in internal racism and xenophobia. And I promise you, this is all just propaganda that the government is pushing onto us. Let me show you. This is our border. This is also our border. Mind you, a 40 million rand tender was allocated to that border. And the government does not want permanent solutions to our problems because that means then incentives would stop coming in. Their lovely cousins would stop getting, winning the lottery by freaking using our taxes. Every other week, borders need to collapse so someone can get a tender. That's now point one. Point two, the whole foreigners problem thing, it shifts the blame off the government, right? It shifts the blame off the government. Okay, when things start getting rough, healthcare or jobs or crimes, they suddenly the focus is on foreigners. Okay, it's like, oh, it's them who are stealing your jobs and whatnot, or it's them who are committing the most crimes. Babe, I promise you, the old lady selling tomatoes on the street is not stealing your job. And I'm pretty sure foreigners only contributes to about 6% of the workforce in the whole of South Africa. All right, that excludes informal, unregistered jobs, or businesses or whatever. But for the registered ones, they only take up about 6 or 7% of the workforce. So no, let's scratch that out now that they're stealing jobs. That's just okay. And something we need to admit to ourselves is that we as South Africans, let me not say as South Africans, sometimes as people, we're really prideful, okay? You will not take that construction job because you think you're entitled to something better. And I'm not saying anyone deserves to be impoverished or anything. I'm just saying that the people who are filling up these jobs, these so-called, and most of the times low-paying jobs, right, are foreigners, the construction business or whatever. Anyways, to add on to that, right, elite businesses they want to exploit off cheap labor, right? Unregistered or undocumented foreigners cannot go to trade, what is this called again? Trade unions, right? To fight for their rights or anything, right? They get paid scraps, okay? They get freaking paid scraps. And whoo, anyways, if borders were airtight, these multi-million rand business or whatever would be losing off the labor. What was it? Oh, they'd be losing a pool of cheap disposable labor. Okay. What was point four? Oh, so South Africa is a part of the SADC, right? Where this has to do with regional ties, right? If South Africa became more tighter on their borders, they'd low-key be messing up their relationships with the countries they're working with. If you get what I'm referring to, with trades and whatnot, Lesotho, Mozambique, Zimbabwe and whatnot. So it's deliberate, guys. They're letting these people just come in, okay? And also with the whole crime rates that Nigerians are selling drugs, or they're the ones committing the most crimes. 90% of the people in prisons are South Africans. Okay, I'm not excusing foreigners who are committing crime. I'm just saying 90% of the people in our prisons are South Africans. Okay? And it is so weird and racist to think crimes are rooted in race. That is us low-key turning into the American justice system that thinks the black man is committing more crimes than a white man. It's just outright racist, okay? And it's just, crime is more related to inequality and poverty than it is to race, okay? That is just propaganda being pushed on poor community, okay, not even communities, just in general, okay? And I've got a question. If you, let's say you're hypothetically blind, and you are asked to guess among 5 people who is a criminal based off their accents, who would you point the finger at exactly? Who would you point your finger at? Because, guys, the thing of saying, oh, but like the Pakistans are like killing children by selling fake goods in spaza shops. Okay, I'm not discrediting that or anything, but like crime has never been a racial issue. It has always been more about character than it is about the color of your skin. Like, okay, anyways, I think you guys get my point on that matter. What did I want to say? Oh, and this argument is more popular in the older generations than it is, like when I say older generations, I'm referring to people, you know, like the adults that experience apartheid, or I think you guys get it, like millennials or something, okay? People who aren't just as exposed to social media and see what is actively happening. Let me just pause. What did I want to say? Oh. Anyways, and this whole foreigners are a problem issue is more common or popular with the people of color, like the Africans, like the Malawians, Zimbabweans, or the people who are, like the brown people, you know, Pakistans or whatever. But it's not more pushed on Europeans or Chinese because they're seen as investors, because they bring the capital and the goods. And I think that's just so weird to me. Anyways, look at these borders. Personally, if I was starving, living in the trenches and motivated, I'd jump it too. Okay, I think we just need to accept that certain people are just like victims of circumstances or whatever. What am I even talking about? Like, I'm just yapping at this point. But anyways, this hate on foreigners is propaganda being pushed by the government. They want you to hate them so you don't focus on what they're doing. Okay.
Hello, Mzansi. Welcome to Mgosta Mzansi. If today is your first time visiting this channel, please do the right thing and click the subscribe button, and also don't forget to smash the like button. This lady is sending a message to South Africans saying, foreigners are not the problem in South Africa. Foreigners are not stealing imisebenzi yebantu. The reason why sicabanga ukuthi ma-foreigners they are doing that kukuthi i-government yethu senda sibe nale mentality yokuthi bantu abasithathela umsebenzi ma-foreigners, bantu abenda ukuthi etibhedlela or ema-clinic ma-services aphele or angabi khona at all. It's because anikwa ma-foreigners. And she's saying ukuthi probably emisebentini masithi hlampe kusebenza ama-foreigners probably bathatha 6%. Hhayi ngale ndlela le bantu baqabanga khona ukuthi yonke imisebenzi ithathwa ama-foreigners. Vele there are no job opportunities e-South Africa, but thina siyolokhu-ke sethi ma-foreigner, yonke into ma-foreigner. So this lady is just saying nje ukuthi asibukeni i-government yethu, instead of shifting the blame to ma-foreigners, siblame ama-foreigner ukuthi ma-foreigner athatha imisebenzi. Let us focus on blaming the government. So please do comment ukuthi niqabanga ngalokho lokuqeda ukukhulunywa angilo sesilokhulumako. Mina nawe siyobonana kulenye lensha letaki video. I'm signing out. Goodbye.